Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well. From wherever you're watching this channel, allow me to start this session by appreciating you so much for your support. If you wish to support us, just like this video and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much. Ruto is currently facing the music when it comes to this issue of SHA. On one side, there are people who want him to fire Duale. On this other side, Duale is making promises that things will be better. Now, Ruto is caught between a rock and a hard place.
There is no rank, there is no region, there is no whatever other differentiation on matters of dealing with corruption. We are going to make sure hata pale kwa mambo ya matibabu. Jana tumeondoa leseni ya mahospitali 1000 ambao wanafuja pesa ya mambo ya afya, na hatuondoi leseni peke yake, tutawafuata, watalipa hizo pesa, kwa sababu there is nothing as criminal, as worse as stealing from the sick.
What will William Samoei Ruto do? In the previous analysis, I told you, if I'm Ruto, the best thing I can do is to fire Duale, so that the EACC, the DCI, the DPP can take over, and if he's found guilty, he'll be put behind bars. But Duale is saying that he is not ready to resign. And because Duale was given 48 to 72 hours to resign by the Kenya Moja faction, Duale resurfaced and said that
imezitishiki kwa sababu wale wananijua hapa katika kutoka jamii yangu na Waislamu hii nchi wananijua. Mimi ni msema ukweli, mimi ninasimama na haki. Mimi siwezi kula pesa ambaye si yangu. Hata wale wananipiga wananiambia mimi nijiuzulu, wengine wako na hospitali yao nimefunga. Unaona hii dunia hii? Ule ananiambia Duale jiuzulu, nimefunga hospitali yake ngapi? 3.
That is a dream that will not come true. He is not going to resign. So which way forward, ladies and gentlemen? Anthony Kibagendi delivered a very strong message. Anthony Kibagendi, member of parliament, who is still part of the Kenya Moja, he gave Duale an ultimatum of 48 to 72 hours to resign.
We are saying enough is enough, and as our team, you know, we have close to 70 members of parliament that are part of this team. They are not able to be here today because we are on recess, and we've said enough is enough. We now demand for the immediate resignation of Honorable Duale, the CS for health, for number 1, conflict of interest, 2, number 3, trying to hoodwink Kenyans with theatrics of summoning the media to harass facilities, to suspend some facilities. He's been talking tough out here, putting up face just to hoodwink Kenyans. And we demand the immediate resignation of the SHA chairman, who is associated with Ladnan facility, medical facility. We also demand for the resignation of the CEO, SHA, who is facilitating this theft. And we are telling particularly the head of state and his friend Duale, Kenyans have unearthed the scam you schemed to put in place for a long time.
As at yesterday, Duale had publicly declared that nobody will make him resign. In fact, Duale fell short of saying that he is not bothered by these noises which are heard left, right, and center. So let's look at what is going to happen. There was an option which Attorney Kibagendi gave, the Member of Parliament. He said that if Duale will not resign by the end of 72 hours, then what is going to happen is that there's going to be street demos, all to kick out, all will be geared towards kicking out Aden Duale. That's why I say that if I'm William Ruto, I would have stopped making more promises that SHA is going to work, but I would have dealt with the issue of Aden Duale, because right now, whatever Ruto says, whatever he does, the Kenyans have already lost hope in Duale being at the helm of that ministry. But let me quickly take you through a statement that William Ruto delivered when he was confronted with this reality of the mess in SHA. This is what he said. I want to promise Kenyans who have already closed close to 1,000 health facilities, and we are not going to stop at closing the facilities. We are also going to make sure that they refund the money if ever they have been paid. We are going to prosecute them because it is criminal to steal money meant for patients. Watch this space. SHA is going to work because we are going to eliminate fraud. Going to work. So there, Ruto was again making another promise. Of course, Ruto has been blamed for making promises after promises. How was it possible for these people to pay a facility that has not been operating? Which criteria do they use to maybe decide that we are going to pay this facility 30 million, 20 million? Which criteria? Because we know that the current SHA that we have is service-based. You know, you're paid based on what has been offered. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the only way forward based on the reactions I've seen from people, especially after I posted the video on the position of SHA, is that Duale should resign. That is the only option. If Duale wants William Ruto's at least popularity not to suffer much, then he should just go. Because I don't think Kenyans are going to rest until he is out of that office. But if you look at Duale again, napata kwamba Duale amejileta shida mwenyewe. When he was supposed to address this issue, he ended up throwing some shades on the media. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.
Thank you once again for choosing YOLENO TV as your favorite political channel.